Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss some of the memory-based ASRB NET 2023 question papers with explanation. This is the part 3. Please don't try to forget to see the part 2 and part 3 which has been published earlier. Let us start with the first question. That is curve produced by monocyclic disease. For this question, there are 4 options: sigmoid curve, saturation curve, disease progress curve, and last option is bimodal curve. And the correct answer is saturation curve. As we know, the progress of the disease in terms of number of lesions, the amount of diseased tissues, or the number of diseased plant is given by a curve that shows progress of the epidemic over the time is called as disease progress curve. There are 3 types of disease progress curve. These are saturation curve, sigmoid curve, as well as bimodal curve. And the type of disease progress curve which are especially used for polycyclic disease are known as sigmoid curve. On the other hand, the disease progress curve for diseases affecting different organs like blossoms, fruits of the plant parts, these type of curve are known as bimodal curve. Next question is on Streptomycin is produced from. The correct answer is Streptomyces graegeus. Another question that is on common scab of potato is caused by. The correct answer is Streptomyces scabies. This is an interesting question. Spores produced by microcyclic rust, there are 4 options: sporangia plus spores. Second option was on eudospores plus pterospores, then eudospores plus sporangia, and last option was teleospores plus basidospores. The correct answer is D, that is teleospores plus basidospores. These are the 2 spores which are produced by microcyclic rust. This is another question. First registered bacterial biocontrol agent is. The correct answer is Agrobacterium radiobacter strain K84. Signaling compound of ISR means induced systemic resistance is jasmonic acid. This is the correct answer for this question. Another question is on signaling compound of SAR, that is systemic equiresistance, is salicylic acid. Another question is on which of the following disease or the symptom is not caused or produced by Agrobacterium. There were 4 options: hairy root, canker, crown gall, and twig gall. Out of all these, the correct answer is canker. As we know, bacterial canker in different crop is caused by pathovirus of numbers of bacterial genera. The most commonly it is caused by Xanthomonas cytri, Pseudomonas syringae, and Clavibacter michiganensis. As for example, bacterial canker of tomato, it is caused by Clavibacter michiganensis, subspecies michiganensis. On the other hand, bacterial canker of mango is caused by Xanthomonas cytri, pathovar Mangiferinea dc. And another example, bacterial canker of stone fruit is caused by Pseudomonas syringae, pathovar syringae. Next question is on site of RNAi. There were 4 options: nucleus, cytoplasm, mitochondria, and last option was nucleolus. And the correct answer is cytoplasm. As we know, RNAi or RNA interference is a natural process that occurs in cells and used to silence a particular gene. Typically, RNAi occurs via small RNA molecule generated in the cell nucleus, which are exported to the cytoplasm where they silence the messenger RNA or mRNA molecules. If you see the diagram, then it will be more clear RNAi, this diagram is on RNAi pathway. Here in the step 1, long double-stranded RNA or dsRNA is processed in the nucleus by a DORSA or say RNA as enzyme. The resulting shorter double-stranded RNA is exported to the cytoplasm that bind to the dicer or called RNase enzyme and is cleaved into small fragments called small interfering RNA, that is called siRNA or say microRNAs or miRNAs, which is composed of around 21 to 25 base pair of the RNA strand. And in the second step, the siRNA or the miRNA is recruited by the RIS complex. Then it will be unwound and incorporated into a protein RNA complex, followed by RIS plus siRNA or say miRNA bind to a complementary targeted messenger RNA. And in the fourth step, mRNA is clipped into a specific site and then degraded in the cell, thereby disrupting protein synthesis of the target gene. This is the simplest steps by which we can understand the RNAi pathway in a particular system. Next question is on, in aphid vector, multiplication of the viruses in insect vector body is known as, there were 4 options: circulative, propagative, non-persistent and persistent. The correct answer is propagative viruses. Next question is on, size of filamentous rod-shaped virus ranges from, there were 4 options: 12 to 500 nanometer, 600 to 1000 nanometer, 12 to 1000 nanometer, and last option was 400 to 2000 nanometer. And the correct answer is 400 to 2000 nanometer. As we know, rod-shaped particles are categorized into the rigid rod-shaped. Most common example is your TMV, which is having size of 300 by 18 nanometer, and filamentous rod-shaped. Most common example is Clostridiovirus with having size of 2000 to 10 nanometer. Next question is on, tobacco necrosis virus is transmitted by, there were 4 options. Number 1 was Opidium brassicae, followed by Polymyxa graminis, followed by Spongiospora subterranea, and last option was Polymyxa bt. And the correct answer is Opidium brassicae, that is option A. As we know, Opidium brassicae, it actually transmit the lettuce big vein virus, then tobacco necrosis viruses. On the other hand, Polymyxa graminis, they transmit wheat spindle streak mosaic viruses, barley yellow mosaic viruses. On the other hand, Polymyxa bt, they transmit beet necrotic yellow vein viruses or benign virus. And last is Spongiospora subterranea, they transmit potato mop top virus. Next question is on, haploid phase is alternates with diploid phase in the life cycle of the fungus, which is called, there were 4 options. Out of these 4 options, the correct answer is diplobiontic. As we know, in the life cycle of the fungus, if there is only one free living thallus, which is haploid or the diploid, it is known as haplobiontic. That means long haploid somatic phase and short diploid phase. And most common example is Schizosaccharomyces octosporus. Then, if haploid thallus alternate with a diploid thallus, it is called diplobiontic. That means long diploid somatic phase and they have very short haploid phase. Most common example is Saccharomyces ledwigi. The envelope in virus contained, there were 4 options: lipid plus glycoprotein, followed by glycoprotein, and then peplomers. And the correct answer is lipid plus glycoprotein. If you see the diagram which represent a non-enveloped and enveloped viruses, then it will be more clear. Next question is on Vertifolia effect is due to, the correct answer is breaking of HR or horizontal resistance. Please try to understand, Vertifolia effect is the loss of horizontal resistance that occur during breeding for vertical resistance. In long back, that is in 1963, Van der Planck introduced the term Vertifolia effect that derived from the German potato variety, that is Vertifolia. And Van der Planck observed that under artificial selection, the potato variety, that is your Vertifolia, had stronger vertical resistance to the potato lead blight pathogen. And this was as a measured by the presence of specific R gene. Those were R3 as well as R4. However, when the pathogen overcame these R genes, means R3 and R4, Vertifolia exhibited a greater loss of HR, that is horizontal resistance, than varieties with fewer R genes and lower vertical resistance. Bacterial secretion system common in gram-negative bacteria. For this question, there were 4 options: T2SS, T3SS, T4SS, and T4SSS. The correct answer is T2SS. That means type 2 secretion system, which is also known as a secretion dependent system, which is present in all gram-negative bacteria. Type 2 secretion system is regulated partly by quorum sensing mechanism of bacteria. Most destructive phase of bacterial leaf blight of rice is, there were 4 options: blight, vegetative phase, crescent, and black arm. And the correct answer is crescent phase. As we know, crescent symptoms are more destructive as it is the result of systemic infection in the vascular system of susceptible young rice plant at the tillering phase. And in this phase, that is crescent phase, due to the blockage of nutrient transfer from root to different parts of the plant, it resulting in the pale yellow symptom that appear, and finally wilting and death of the plant occur in the field itself. Next question is on, in which of the following diseases black arm is a phase? There were 4 options, and out of these 4 options, the correct answer is angular leaf spot of cotton. Next question is on, which of the following is a partial parasite? There were 4 options. Option A, Convolvulaceae; B, Orobenchi; option C, Scrophulariaceae; and option D, Rafflesia. And the correct answer is Scrophulariaceae. That means this is the partial parasite. Next question is on, which is effective in managing downy mildew? The options were Bevistine, Metalaxyl, Captan, and Thydam. The correct answer is Metalaxyl. Next question is on, first R gene isolated was HM1 or PTO or CF9, or last option is on N. The correct answer is HM1. And as you know, this R gene, that is HM1, is the first R gene cloned from maize by 2 scientists, Johal and Brick, during 1992. And HM encodes an enzyme that detoxifies Helminthosporium carbonum toxin from the fungal pathogen Coccidiobolus carbonum. It was followed by cloning of several other R gene, namely PTO from tomato by Martin and co-worker 1993, CF9 from tomato, John and co-worker 1994, N R gene from tobacco by Widam and co-worker 1994, and RPS2 from Arabidopsis thaliana by Bant and co-worker 1994, followed by in the same year Mindrionus and co-worker 1994. Next question is on genus having dichotomously branching with acute angle and tapering pointed tips producing sporangia. There were 4 options. Options were Bremia, then Peronospora, Plasmopora and Sclerospora. Out of all these 4 options, the correct answer is Peronospora. Next question is on which of the following is not associated with the powdery mildew. There are 4 options. Out of all these 4 options, the correct answer is Specilloma. As we know, Ancinnula, Podosphaera and Sperotheca. These are the Ascomycetes genus that causes powdery mildew in different agriculturally important crops. On the other hand, Specilloma is a genus of Ascomycete fungus and causes anthracnose as well as scab diseases and many different type of agricultural crops. This is another question. Which from the following books first discuss the ill effect of fungicide or chemicals? There are 4 options. Silent Spring, Our Synthetic Environment, Our Stolen Future, and last option is on Earth Strike. Probably the answer is known to all. The correct answer is Silent Spring, which is authored by Rachel Carson and published during September 27 of 1962. This book documented the environmental harm caused by the indiscriminate use of pesticide. Carson accused the chemical industry of spreading disinformation and the public officials of accepting the industry's marketing claims unquestioningly. This is the last question of this video. The question is on which of the following is incorrectly matched regarding antibiotic and their mode of action. Friend, try to see the question once again. Incorrectly matched regarding antibiotic and their mode of action. In the question, there were 4 options. In the first option, the example of antibiotic is given as penicillin, produced by Penicillium notatum, and mode of action as mentioned in the question is on murine biosynthesis. Second option was on erythromycin, produced by Streptomycin erythraeus, and mode of action is on 50S ribosomal subunit. Third option is on bacteriacin, produced by Bacillus polymexa, mode of action is on 30S ribosomal subunit. The last option is on tetracycline, produced by Streptomyces aureofaciens, and the mode of action as mentioned in the question is on inhibit the activity of aminoacyl tRNA, and the correct answer as per the question is bacitracin, produced by Bacillus polymexa, and mode of action 30S ribosomal subunit. This is the incorrectly matched regarding the antibiotic produced by and their mode of action. As we know, the actual fact is that bacitracin that belongs to polypeptides class of antibiotic and is produced by 2 different species of bacillus. One is Bacillus subtilis and another is Bacillus licheniformis. And regarding mode of action, this bacitracin, they inhibit the murine biosynthesis. Thank you, my dear friend, for watching this video. Please keep in touch to watch my next video, that is part 4, for more memory based question of NET 2023. Thank you.